triumphant from all our foes. Through the crucible unscathed, we passed victorious. Our trumpets pealing the glorious song. Play it, sing it, all hail Biafra. Oh, hail Biafra. We shall always remember all that perished in the struggle for our freedom. All hail our heroes. Our prayer shall be known both day and night. Say them always, all hail Biafra. All hail Biafra. Now our star shines everywhere. We crave humility. God guide and protect us all. All hail your wisdom, shielding us from fury, unleashed by our enlightenment. Biafra, Biafra, shining forever.
Jolly Baba, Moyesia, Baba, Jolly Baba, Moyesia, aye. Jolly Baba, Moyesia, Baba, Jolly Baba, Moyesia, aye. Oyibayami, mara besie, mara medu die. Oyibayami, mara medu, me odo. Ano mara besie, ano amapadu na ta besie, me odo. Oyibayami, mara besie, mara medu die. Oyibayami, mara medu, me odo. Ano mara besie, ano amapadu na ta besie, me odo. Jolly Baba, baba o. Dale baba mo yesia. Aye. Dale baba mo yesia. Yesia baba o. Dale baba mo yesia. Aye. Oyibeyami mara besie. Aramu edu odie. Oyibeyami mara medu. Mi odo. Alo mama ra bebie. Alo mama duma ta besie. Mi odo. Oyibeyami. Oyibeyami mara besie. Aramu edu odie. Oyibeyami mara medu. Mi odo. Alo mama ra bebie. Alo mama duma ta besie. Mi odo. Dale baba mo yesia. Yesia baba o. Dale baba mo yesia. Aye. Oyibeyami mara besie. Hello, my wonderful people of Biafra, friends of Biafra and lovers of freedom. This is Mazi Ezumezu Nwekwensu. As I welcome you to this wonderful edition, it's really important you welcome others. We are live on our various platform on Facebook, Mazi Ezumezu Nwekwensu. On Facebook, Ikechukwu Omadi Ezumezu. On Facebook, Ikechukwu Ezumezu. On Facebook, Mazi Chi Ezuokwu. On X handle Chukwudi Benjamin Ezumezu. On YouTube, Ikechukwu Ezumezu. On TikTok, Ikechukwu Ezumezu and Mazi Ezumezu Nwekwensu. Please, anywhere we are listening to the sound of our voice, it's really important to share our program and invite your loved ones. Gụọ na Mazi Ezumezu Nwekwensu nọ n'ọgbọ. Gụọ na Mazi Otimgboromgbo nọ n'ọgbọ. Gụwa na ọga nọ n'ọgbọ, ọbụla nwa abọyị na nọ n'ọgbọ gwute eziokwu Chineke. Today's program is going to be short because we don't have enough time today. But it's going to be short. And today's program is about Adamma Ubah, part 2. So we're going to look into all his blackmail and lies against innocent people, and we're going to debunk him with facts, with eziokwu Chineke. But before we take off, it's very, very important that Biafrans, that Biafrans will listen to the message from one of MNK legal team, Barrister Nnemeka Ejiofor. It's very, very important that we listen to the message from him, from Barrister Nnemeka Ejiofor. Now, we are going to share it here. So, let's listen to the message from Barrister Nnemeka Ejiofor. Then we'll take it up from there. Here we go. It's not talking. Why is it not talking? Hold on, Biafrans. Why is it not talking?
It's the 15th of March, 2026.
Yeah. Okay.
One of the lawyers to African. Good morning, all lovers of freedom. My name is Nnemeka Ejiofor, one of the lawyers to African. Today is the 15th of March, 2026. I've been in Sokoto since on the 13th of March, 2026 to consult with my client, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. And I'm happy to announce to us that we had very fruitful discussions, and there will be so many emerging issues to be handled and to be treated in a very short while. There will be established a 100-man committee, a 100-man committee that will be in charge of so many things to come. The 100-man committee will be headed by Mazen Nnamdi Kanu himself, and there will be other deputies to assist him in heading this 100-man committee. And I want to tell us that he is of high spirit despite the incarceration. And he has told us that we must remain one at all times. We must maintain focus at all times. We must be united at all times. He also expressed his thank you to the governor of Abia State for being a very democratic man, for not interfering with the rally to release him, for not interfering with the fundamental rights of people who came in to rally for the release of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. So the governor will thank you, the legal team will thanks you. You have done well. You have acted as if you are not a Nigerian politician. You acted like an American politician who believes in the human right of people. We thank you, God will bless you. And by the grace of God, with the good works we are doing in Abia State, we are likely going to have a second term. And I want to thank all those who are assisting one way or the other to see that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is free. We want to thank you. Be steadfast in your pursuit for justice. Be steadfast in your pursuit for love. Be steadfast in your pursuit for freedom. God will help us. And as I bid you farewell from the Sultan Abubakar III, Sultan Abubakar III Airport, I want to say thank you. Yes, I want to say also thank you to Shore, Sahid, and all those who came in to rally. You see, the funny thing is that Shore, Sahid, and all the others, they are not Igbos. They are Yorubas, but they believe in the struggle for freedom. They believe in the independence of people. They believe in self-determination. Not all those who are scared of the freedom of other people. So we thank those committees, we thank those who came in from Lagos, from the Urobo Biafra. We thank all of you for your efforts, for your dedication, and for the pursuit of freedom and peace. God bless you. Continue the good work. Thank you. Good morning, all lovers of freedom. My name is Nemeke Jofo, one of the lawyers in Adamma. Today is the 15th of March, 2026. I've been in Sokoto since on the 13th of March, 2026, to consult with my client, Mazen Namdekano. And I'm happy to announce to us that we had very fruitful discussions, and there will be so many emerging issues to be handled and to be treated in a very short while. There will be established a 100-man committee, a 100-man committee that will be in charge of so many things to come. The 100-man committee will be headed by Mazen Namdekano himself, and there will be other deputies to assist him in heading this 100-man committee. And I want to tell us that he is of high spirit despite the incarceration. And he has told us that we must remain one at all times. We must maintain focus at all times. We must be united at all times. He also expressed his thank you to the governor of Abia State for being a very democratic man, for not interfering with the rally to release him, for not interfering with the fundamental rights of people who came in to rally for the release of Mazen Namdekano. So the governor will thank you, the legal team will thanks you. You have done well. You have acted as if you are not a Nigerian politician. You acted like an American politician who believes in the human right of people. We thank you. God will bless you. And by the grace of God, with the good works we are doing in Abia State, we are likely going to have a second term. And I want to thank all those who are assisting one way or the other to see that Mazen Namdekano is free. We want to thank you. Be steadfast in your pursuit for justice. Be steadfast in your pursuit for love. Be steadfast in your pursuit for freedom. God will help us. And as I bid you farewell from the Sultan Abubakar III, Sultan Abubakar III Airport, I want to say thank you. Yes, I want to say also thank you to Shore, Sahid, and all those who came in to rally. You see, the funny thing is that Shore, Sahid, and all the others, they are not Igbos. They are Yorubas, but they believe in the struggle for freedom. They believe in the independence of people. They believe in self-determination. Not all those who are scared of the freedom of other people. So we thank those committees. We thank those who came in from Lagos, from the Urobo Biafra. We thank all of you for your efforts, for your dedication, and for the pursuit of freedom and peace. God bless you. Continue the good work. Thank you. Good morning, all lovers of freedom. My name is Nemeke Jofo, one of the lawyers in Adamma.
This was the message
15th of March,
from Barrister
2026. I've been in
Nemeka
Sokoto since on the
Ejiofor,
13th.
one of MNK legal team.
Today is the 15th of March,
MNK legal team.
2026.
This message he brought out today when he visited our leader Mazen Namdekano. And I believe that we got the message clear. I always said, Onye ndu Mazen Namdekano, he is the supreme leader of IPOB. Onye ndu Mazen Namdekano established IPOB family. Whatever he says goes. All the structures he saw in IPOB family was created by Onye ndu Mazen Namdekano. What people did not know that before DOX, we have Biafra Council of Elders. Our leader established it. And when these men trying to mess up, that was when late Dozie Kedife was the head. They don't only dissolve it. And we told you guys that we stand by DOX. We will defend DOS because Onyendu Mazen Namdekano is DOS and DOS is Onyendu Mazen Namdekano. And our leader Mazen Namdekano established DOS. Madam Nenianya is a member of DOS, oldest member of DOS. Taminel is a member of DOS, and so many others. So when you have establish 100 men that will take care of things. 100 men that will take care of things. And he is the head of that 100 men. Mile Juga won. Remember what I told Chika Paul Edoziem? Remember what I told him in 2022, 2023. I said to him, sir, Chika Paul Edoziem, you don't have much time. Unite us. Let us move together. Unite all IPOB. Let us work together. I told him that if you don't do that, your end will be so shameful. A day is coming. I'm going to play that. I'm going to play that clips, that videos, that my broadcast. I will repeat it. I will repeat it. But one winter. So, like I said, please, those on TikTok, it's very important. A power tap on TikTok, please. It's very important. Those on Facebook, on YouTube, please show the love. Also, like the program. Agwa m nwaanyị isi punk Nneka Chimezie, you don't know nothing about IPOB. Onye anọ ebe anọ wee nye ozu asị na-avụ ozu obido n'ọkpa wee vọwa. You don't know nothing. Adamma Aza Yoruba o setigo ụmụ mmadụ that is n'uchi now chepụta na ya. Whatever accent that you guys have, bring it out. We are IPOB. We are IPOB. We remain IPOB. And our leader is Maazin Nandekano. And without Maazin Nandekano, there's no IPOB family. Without him, there's no IPOB family. Oh, without our leader Maazin Nandekano, there is no IPOB family. We don't have much time, dear friends. We are going to talk about this message from our leader later on. Now, let's go to Adamma. Let's go to Adamma because we don't have much time. I wish we have much time today. I wish we have much time, but we don't. Where is the video? No. Where is the video, please? Where is the video? Hold on, Biafrans, because we need to play the video. It's really important. Okay, here we have it. Because I know I downloaded it.
Of directorates and the command the head department of security distant and the welfare. This woman akuchie because the government manena one Gidonyishi, the second kuchie their financial department. Once you kuchie the struggle will automatically take a nosedive. That's why you have to praise and hold to the highest esteem the leadership of IPOB for tolerating this type of sabotage and betrayal of the highest order. Go and ask, and all of you know here, go and ask which country that will function without a finance. Which will tell me. So IPOB still, and this thing we are going on, none of you knows. These men we are onye ọbụla na-eri uju n'obi. Na-eri uju n'obi. The same woman man onye ndu no na Kenya. The same woman gbara ya ticket. The same woman man na eji. The same woman man na rendition. The same woman chere na ọ ga-anwụ. Na say that na more or less me anu wutu ni anu onye ndu the only person get new order. So what is the office of the head of directorate? Because onara ga go record ya now. Ọ ga-enwe accountability. Gịnwa na onwe ga-ejikwa record that na mgbe dị otu na inyere issue money out to head of directorate. So ya kwuo n'ihe eji eme now because this is organization. You want to know the record, but you refuse access to fund for him. How do you want the head of the directorate even to sponsor people to go and visit Onyendumo, to go and search Onyendumo, to make contact with the Ndingoli Kenya assets, Mondigenyaka? How? What am I doing? How? This is what they did to a man, grown-up men. Grown-up men, you are not talking about children here. Learned men in a struggle. They humiliated them. No, I'm Abraham tonight and I will the mother of all broadcast. Invite our people here, Kahanoya. I know that it will go viral tomorrow. Kahano, what will happen?
Oh my God. Sorry, Biafrans. I think. Sorry, Biafrans. I think I need to change this my screen. This my
Directorate. And they command them and what has you all of a sudden. And what has you no ndu say call all the seats at home or leadership of IPO for tolerating this type of sabotage and betrayal of the highest order. Go and ask, and all of you know here, go and ask which country that will function without a finance. Which will tell me. So IPOB still, and this thing we are going on, none of you knows. These men we are onye ọbụla na-eri uju n'obi. Na-eri uju n'obi. The same woman man onye ndu no na Kenya. The same woman gbara ya ticket. The same woman man na eji. The same woman man na rendition. The same woman chere na ọ ga-anwụ. Na say that na more or less me anu wutu ni anu onye ndu the only person get new order. So what is the office of the head of directorate? Because onara ga record ya now. Ọ ga-enwe accountability. Gịnwa na onwe ga-ejikwa record that na mgbe dị otu na inyere issue money out to head of directorate. So ya kwuo n'ihe eji eme now because this is organization. You want to know the record, but you refuse access to fund for him. How do you want the head of the directorate even to sponsor people to go and visit Onyendumo, to go and search Onyendumo, to make contact with the Ndingoli Kenya assets, Mondigenyaka? How? What am I doing? How? This is what they did to a man, grown-up men. Grown-up men, you are not talking about children here. Learned men in a struggle. They humiliated them. Abraham tonight and I will the mother of all broadcast. Invite our people here, Kahanoya. I know that it will go viral tomorrow. Kahano, what will happen? So I'm waiting to this sit at home. Who sabotage it?
Mechie gị ọnụ. Shut up your mouth. Mechie ọnụ. Adamma Yoruba. Mechie ọnụ. Look at how you are lying. And I want more maazị ezumezu nwe ekwensu. I will be your last bus stop. Nwa ya mma akụsago ute eziokwu Chineke. Mma ese gị ka nkirika ọgọdọ. Mma eti gị oti mgbodomgbo ute eziokwu Chineke. No wonder a couple of days ago on TikTok I come across one one profile. I think that is it loyal something, you know? And our sister Annie and Anna Blackmailing, that was on TikTok, and he was talking about how let's come together. A lot of them there say things that is contrary to what she's demanding. Okpo Biafra child in there. Henry Michael Okechukwu was there too. And two of them only two make one statement. And that statement they make, well, yeah, I agree with it. I agree with it. And what's that statement? They say that anybody that is not in IPOB for the past 6 years will not understood what is going on. So automatically they are telling our sister she cannot understand what is going on. I agree with that. But I want that our sister not here, or maybe we come across this program, he will have sense of what happened couple of years ago. And in Biafra issue, anyway they were only about Biafra issue, you are making sense. People will think you are making, in our sales, people will think you are making sense. In this Biafra issue, anyway they were on when if in a lot of people now around you will think you are making sense, that you are saying the truth. Now, in case of this Isaiah Ubah, the deputy European rep, look at what he's saying. If you are not an insider, if you don't follow this struggle for the past years, let me agree with them, 6 years. If you don't follow it, you will also believe that what he's saying is truth. Adamma Azayuba was telling that IPOB head of finance stop giving money to Chika Paul Edoziem, Chinas and Wankita. And the way he presented it, we think that is the fact, is the truth. But believe me, Biafrans, what this man is saying here is 100% lies. We have the evidence, but I think we cannot play much of the evidence. But those of you, whatever I said, then let me go to my archive and bring it out. Now you agree with me that there was a program. China Sawan Kita told us what makes him to stop going to Madam Nenaya to collect money. And on that program, he said that Madam Nenaya always asks you to follow due process. That Madam Nenaya always asks you to follow due process to collect money. Because you know why? Say whatever money they are taking out from IPOB, there must follow due process. There must be accountability. There's a procedure. It will take money will be released to you because it's people's money. What people's money? And Madam Nianya is maintaining that rules. And Chinas and Wankita find it so difficult to follow that rules, Madam Nianya said to him. And that rule, who made that rule? It was our leader. It was IPO. It was our leader, Mazina Nikano. When you even at finance department, they with their own rule. If you want to take money from them, if you make up the requirement, the money will be released to you. This had been going on before this present DOS. And Chinas and Wankita doesn't suit on that due process. Guess what? According to Chinas and Wankita, he now asks, my people, I'm coming. Let me put Facebook, TikTok want me to put up my this thing. According to Chinas and Wankita now asks Chika Paul Edoziem that to help me to go, that he won't meet head of finance anymore because the protocol is difficult for him. And guess what? According to Chinas and Wankita, he said Chika Paul Edoziem is the one that always get money out from him for when he demanded money. Chinas and Wankita said this with his own mouth. You know, when Onyendu has this problem, the first attack was on Madam Nenia, head of finance, by Umadaka Highway, nearly of Madam Oyibo, because most of them don't think that Onyendu will be alive today. They're all fighting for IPOB money. There was a coordinator in America. Madam Oyibo said this to him. I don't want to mention the man's name, but all the Koyadi, one day Tikpo Ilu Mon. Madam Oyibo said to him, when that coordinator cried to her, say, Onyendu has problem. What can we do? What can we do? Do you know what that woman said? You should forget about Onyendu. That couple of days, Onyendu is gone. This is the same woman that gang up against Madam Nyanya because of money. To do what? To take control of our money, IPOB money. And there was a meeting they invited Chika Paul Edoziem asking him to remove Madam Nyanya. That was in 2022. 2022. That meeting. We all have the videos of that meeting. Where Chika Paul Edoziem said to them, no, that he cannot do that. That Onyendu is still there. That anything he wants to do, he will have approval from Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. That Mazen Kanu will rule this struggle from anywhere he is. That when we're trying to reduce Onyendu's authority, we are putting his life in danger. These words was said by Chika Paul Edoziem, where the first gang up against IPO head of finance, Madam Nyanya. These people fell. That was when they start using as the light TV. Prince Darlington, Osoji. Prince Darlington came on air to blackmail IPO head of finance that he withheld ESM money. A lie against Madam Nene. That's the beginning of the problem on our finance. At the end of the day, everything Nene Ofebu said was all lies and bunkum. No facts, no evidence. That the same Darlington, Osoji, as the Light TV, came out and told us recently that after that statement he made, that he made an investigation and find out that Madam Nyanya released money to Chinasa Wankita. He released 30 million naira to Chinasa Wankita. And that 30 million, there was no accountability of that money. That's when Madam Nyanya stopped giving him money. According to as the Light TV, that's what he said. Then my anger is that, so he knew that Madam Nyanya had been releasing money to them because there was no accountability. But why can't you come up and tell your fans, beer fans, the truth, what you discover later? That's one of my anger with Osoji up to today. Now, let's move away from it. The same Chika Paul Edoziem, we are receiving money for Chinasa Wankita for his job. We are receiving money for Chinasa Wankita for his job. They are giving them money. Not until 2023, when they gang up to remove Madam Nyanya from the position. Do you guys know that they went to court in Germany, asking the court to remove Madam Nyanya from IPOB family? Unama. And that instruction was given to Collins Chinedu, the ex-national coordinator in Germany. They go to court. It's just a couple of months ago, Madam Nyanya won that case. And court said no. They cannot remove my IPO head of finance because, according to code of conduct, everything is there. That they don't have such power. Madam Nyanya won that case. I'm asking those people, Umokoko, Ndaju na TikTok amaliba na ako, na kinyo. I'm asking them, you guys should go to your national coordinator and ask them to tell you guys the outcome of the court in Germany. Ask Chinedu Collins to tell you guys the outcome of the court in Germany. Ask Chika Paul Edoziem to tell you guys. Ask Austin Agbany. Ask Keke Uda. Now, the outcome of court in Germany. It's just a couple of months ago, the court ruled, say no way that Madam Nyanya is still the main IPO head of finance worldwide. We don't lie. We don't lie. because we have no reason to lie. We have no reason to lie. We don't lie. So these people, all their eyes was on the money. On the money, because they never believed that Mazen and Kanu will still be alive up to today. You can see the way they are turning it upside down to blackmail an innocent man, innocent woman, and only this family. But today, onye buzo ekpegola azụ. So, IPOB head of finance, Madam Nenianya, was losing money to Chika Paul do them to Chinas and one kita. The video is there. He said it with his mouth. Why did Adamma Isaiah Ubah come on air to deceive Biafrans? But remember what my promise to him? If he come out 1 million times to lie, to deceive Biafrans again, to blackmail innocent people, I will come up 1 million times to debunk his lies. To debunk his lies. All those people doing at TikTok, nobody knows nothing. All Mubingos and say, go and attack, they go to attack. And I'm challenging them. Let them come. I'm on TikTok. Come up. I will present the evidence and everything. Come up. When I told you guys that very soon, all the evidence of the sacked lawyer, if I need a job for Ezekiel will be out. I was like I'm there before. But it's out, the evidence. If I need a job was saying that he's working on pro bono, but Ezekiel, but only for the evidence today. That one now. So Biafrans get on to IPOB head of finance, Madam Nenianya, is an innocent woman. In his office, if you want to collect money from his office, there is a due process that you will follow, and the money will get to you. So China Sawankita has been receiving money through Chika Paul Edoziem. He said with his own mouth from Madam Nenianya. And when did they stop? That was 2023, when they changed all the accounts, all the IPOB accounts in Europe to they created the account. They changed all the accounts in Asia and some parts in South America, also in South Africa. Now, all those money they have been collecting since 2023. Who? Somebody requested on TikTok. Let me see. I hope that person will be opposition. So all those money they have been collected since 2023. Who is in charge? Can we know the person's name? Who is in charge? Nobody. They don't tell you. They have to tell you, pay you to a unit coordinator. So Isaiah Ubah, Adamma is lying. The evidence is there. Pure lie. Just because I don't have much time. Let's continue. Listen to him.
That no one do na when NECO examination because the sit at home, the first one, the thing is people respond and what has you all of a sudden and what has you no one do say call all the sit at home off. Onion do that native hate and people are saying this is the only way to contribute. Onion do no, na call lawyer off. By then, Nigeria go access because they could not believe Nigeria again with that kind of response from Biafrans in both home and abroad. A total shutdown, highest came back on the IPOB movement. Biafran struggle, total shutdown. Immediately, or send this signal, and then access. Access the very first message they were do na IPOB till they sit at home. No they against Hana, no man affect UNESCO, no man can actually exam. Maybe they go another thing. The very
Biafrans, I have to fast forward it from here because yesterday we treat these lies, and yesterday Mazkan Takan was live with us yesterday, and we see the response. So you can go and watch yesterday program. And we all have the evidence about that Monday. It's not even Monday sit at home. They call it Monday Ghost Town on 9th of August 2021. Monday goes down. And who announced it was Chinasa Wankita. Monday goes down. We also go and watch the program of yesterday and see what Kanu said and watch the evidence I present about it. So they disobeyed Mazin Nandikan on that, and that is the mother of the problem we are having. And that is the problem. That is the problem we are having in Biafra land today. Because if Chika Paul doesn't listen to Onyendu Mazin Nandikano, most of these criminals in Biafra land, the court boys, the people that take it as a business, take it kidnap as a business from the state government to federal government, Dave Umaye, also Simon Ekpa group, they will not have be on ground. Chika Polo doesn't open that gate because then Simon Ekpa have no power to sit at home. No. It was when Simon Ekpa discovered with Nelo Frebu that people obey that sit at home. That was when it's okay. Let me hijack this thing. But that will be soon for another day. Now, let's take it little forward.
Because sit at home, it's not the first time I know. Sit at home of IPOB had been there since 2015. Is it 2015 or 2014? The first May that yet is coming. It was suspended. They went in the back. They opened the line. He put him the wrong. We are not saying here say they say he say are you sure? Are you sure? Did you go there? We are telling you what happened before everyone's eyes here.
But Oga, you are lying. You are lying.
Are you getting my point?
The video is there.
Hell to Onyendu is the concern about. These people went to the public. They use newspaper, they use Twitter, they use every media platform to announce that now IPOB is trying to, the leadership of IPOB, the DOS is trying to hype the situation of Onyendu. No one hurry on where him again. Just let it dirty.
Isaiah Ubah, Adamma. This is not 2021 or 2022. It cannot deceive Biafrans anymore. It can't. We will use our little space to debunk all your lies. Onyendu's family came out and said to us, the way and manner that you guys are projecting Mazinankan health is not the way. That Mazinankan is sick, but it's not the way you guys are presenting it. That's what they said. The evidence is there. And since then, who is taking care of Mazinankan health? I'm asking you as Ayoba, do you guys know how Onyendu's health is taken care of? Adamma Ayoba na Majogo. Do you guys know? We have a couple of videos then from Biafra Child. Say that Onyendu health. No? Okay. Let me see if we can play the video from Biafra Child. Let me see. But we don't have time. Okay, no, let me leave it because I want him to go to the court. That is where we want to debunk him.
Case changes egwu enwezi ihu. Or they can think so in control of the whole situation. I couldn't do the achievement of IPOB. IPOB leadership, they want to do that. They want to this one. Actually, who know how to defend the movement. Defend the Onyendu. Man, that's now Ndi Anaton against this movement are the pure enemies that want Onyendu out of the way. And it's very unfortunate. Because everybody will be held accountable for anything peradventure him Onyendu. You got to learn. So I got one person. I got no there. So the case in Muslim now, the case have only go shape. A battle was a more quantical has a meweze henuni made the case. A meweze henuni me. I got court, a win ye. I got Supreme Court, a win here. I got Court of Appeal, a win here. I got African Court, AU, a win here, the court case. I to the conclusion, discharged and acquitted to Onyendu. For almost 2 years.
Now let's take it one by one. Adamma Azayoba. It's now got AU a win here. When you got that win here, who is the lawyer that won that case? Who is the lawyer that won that case in African Union? You don't want to mention the name? You don't want to mention the name. Because if you mention the name, people will say, so this guy won this case. It's now got AU African Court a win. Who is the lawyer? Okay, but I want you guys to listen. The lawyer that won that case in AU, African Court Commission, was the Vice Counsel, Barrister Aloy Ejimako. He won that case for us. He won that case for us. He won that case for us. The Vice Counsel, Barrister Aloy Ejimako, won that case in African Union. Then also I got Supreme Court a win here. I got Appeal Court a win here. We win in Appeal Court, and later it was revoked. It was taken back. So don't call that winning. No, the only lawyer that won case for IPOB, no any contract from federal government, is Aloy Ejimako to today. That was the only lawyer that won case for IPOB. There was no any counter from Nigeria government. In African Union, he won that case. In Umaya, he won that case. In Enugu, he won that case. But in Appeal Court, federal government insisted they go to state execution for state execution to Appeal Court. But let's listen to Adamma.
2 years for 3 years. And what Onyendu discharged and acquitted. Case I was here. I was in the zoo. The enemy ejide go na the scrotum. Makandine so abeke. Ejide go hon go job. Case abulani.
Those on TikTok,
now,
please.
Nigeria state get provide.
Those on TikTok, please power tap. Please power tap. Please power tap. And what we are doing here, if you come in, if you want to say something, just tell me you want to say something. I can give you a minute, say something, then I continue. Because I'm presenting all the evidence on Facebook and YouTube. So, they won't need TikTok. Please power tap on TikTok. Power tap. They won't.
The public or the international community know here the Onyendu. The reason I can Onyendu. When Court of Appeal have discharged and acquitted Onyendu, when the federal court has said leave Onyendu, when Supreme Court have said leave Onyendu, now Nigeria they defend the reason your court you see discharged and acquitted IPOB leadership and her legal counsel teams Rubit open such an because we need to narrate, we need to correct you, put you back to the track. So India na mepe platform hana ko bullshit hana atwache hana ko rubbish game na what to because I seems no like reba na class the neba na ka go ha me hate and the content una gadi aga na me ha. I want you people who engage these people, this internal enemy, the willing to sue external enemy find now. Hey, I might attack IPOB from within inside. I am the expose here. Mbe what are decided and acquitted. Oku aguze, baby was the oku there. Now, but it's defined a jofo. Aga miame zokome. Agige suo Nigeria semba. Bia wetra nanya evidence igosere that na India unu proscribe bro. Bia wanye ihe wudia offense. They sued Nigerian government. Come and tell us or tell the public offense of IPOB why you proscribe them as a terrorist organization. Come, hala onwo honye na dazi court. Because na hana habia court ha happy case here ba ha happy time because they have not come. They have not shown up. There's nothing the lawyers can do other than to let the sleeping dog lie as an organ. I have go to that case here. While they were telling Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, discharge and acquitted. Now, if they say in general, onwezi he wuji Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB, and they won't want to convict the lesson no wunyama, wonye, Iben Armagondi IPOB na their legitimate, agitation for Biafra restoration or self-determination. All the go clear. Only that they go free. The leadership put the fight with their legal counsel. Everything that they go need. Kidnap make the happen. I confirm go now extraordinary rendition. He would is in Nigeria and everything. The UN working group should go order.
Now, Biafrans, I want you guys to underline. What's not the according to the courts, not kidnap onyendu, not to go clear extraordinary rendition. Extraordinary rendition. Who brought that issue? Who? He don't want to tell you guys. You don't want to, but I want you guys to underline it. We are coming to that. Then he was talking about UN. We are coming to that, okay?
And communicates that Nigeria should obey their own rules and regulations. That Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should be free. Okay, what happened? The same people are gonna hey, they use Ekwelima. They attack Ifeanyi Ejiofor. They attack Ozogome for nearly 2.5 years. Attacking also they even included P2B. They attack them like no man business. Autopilot, they attack. They are attacking our people on ground. They are attacking our mothers. They are attacking the sisters at home. They are attacking even the discharged and acquitted. What happened? The same people went in the back. First of all, be they blackmail what these people. See na here meta here. Ha na ego. Now they head here. They don't want Onyendu to be released.
Please, if you're on YouTube and on Facebook, please show love, hit the like button. I think they are attacking the program. Please hit the like button, please. Okay. Now let's continue.
Hard from 2015 to the very moment. And then they decided to relieve this man out of office in the only one of the strongest, the only shield only at the courtroom. Onyendu, which would again, that the same mission of Nigerian government, from the beginning of adoption to the time Kahakano, they trick these people. Egaju, chore one that na Bintanya when the capacity to jail Onyendu. Can how you take years? Because and what about they willing to? And what about the trick on to the extent even the Nigerian
Biafrans, actually, who is saying now the voice you are listening? Not only on our YouTube now, you will see the video. Only on our Facebook, you will see the video. I cannot play it on TikTok because of their community problem. Before we continue, let's welcome Mazi Chiezoku. Mazi, you are welcome to the program. Now, if you're on Facebook or YouTube, you will see the video I didn't make it up. The video is seen on his profile, and the man's name is Adamma Ubah, Deputy European Rep. But it's Google. His time is limited in the struggle. Limited. Just mark today's date. You can see the message from our leader Mazin Nankan about 100 men. You know, but what is saying? The lies and blackmail and propaganda. He was talking about the what surrounded the appeal court case. That's all those lies was cooking up. We are going to debunk him with facts, with figure, with Ezebu Chineke. Now, let's continue.
Prosecutor, I just say that now IPOB leaders were laying ambush on him. They were ambushing him in court. You can imagine. I couldn't know. That man is juggling me and that's na IPOB legal counsels and me ambushing him in court. Because I know what any fact and figures now. I need debating and I kuno a court or law na court. Use all your own law. Only do not home him again. And the communique now get to the leadership. The leadership know why you need dispatch information to the members. And we can would have it somewhere. People will be there gradually now recover. Now what has he again? The same people gradually see that now actually these people. Not how much you release Lonyendo. Not how much fools say I join ya. But there's a attack. All of a sudden, disgracefully. Not in honor, disgracefully, they humiliated this man. Almighty Ozokoma, they humiliated him. They blackmailed him. Or if I need you for, they blackmailed them, humiliated them.
Yeah.
Humiliated, disgraced them. This man, quietly, without any further anything, not to create any chaos, not to create any rancor, they quietly walked out. Disappear into the background. Abia cross here, all of a sudden, a trick was here, a trick here. No, may accept. Now, once what you accept to go back to appeal court. No, once accept to go, he will got bail. And a trick onyendu, Nana push it, ne push onyendu, ne push. I don't say onyendu amagi here. We are onyendu is very intelligent, but sometimes something can. Always small little mistake. Yeah. And I think na code that thing, ne do and I code the thing. They near come when he no accept ne baby le mommy bin tanyako get near bell, no get near bell, baby. Get him. The day heck baby listen onion do somehow give consent. Naga back to appeal. By then, I pay man, Nkana this in a discharge a lap with you. I can't do each day was illegal. Nigeria respond to the international community. Why are you holding this man? Your court to say that he's discharged and acquitted. Why are you the leadership? And the gang these people decided to go and make it a tricky hunting, assisting onion do. They give a consent and I got you back to court. Since they are convinced, equal an agreement that Naga discharge, Naga near bell, whatever condition, and Naga near bell. After I remember,
which court, which of the courts Adamma Ubah that only did give consent for it to go back to? Which of the courts? Why can't you mention the name? Because I think your team bonobo here with Ezebu Chineke. All those lies of so many years. We are destroying it step by step, inch by inch. So which of the courts? You don't want to mention, but Kainaga.
What the videos here because of the taking time. Remember, Mbonye Ndiwe there's the court. The very first time Almighty Lion or Hamadike himself who honor better do the court, the whole Abuja distance still. I couldn't now. By that time, IPOB in Juna court. What happened? Oh, they have an IPOB. They just say he gets the court. Or then they don't know. By that time, Jofo Potana court, he will address Umuchineke, he will address Biafrans.
Okay, Let's stop
You
here.
will see.
Let's stop here. Let's destroy all those lies. Then we'll continue about how people don't go to court much, but people still go to court. But we have to, we have to present the evidence how it all started. Who stop it? Who trying to stop it? Not who trying to stop it. But first of all, let's present all the evidence about what happened in appeal court in discharge acquitted appeal court. That was in appeal court. Yeah, that was 2022. Now, Ezekome took charge from the High Court, Federal High Court, and 7 counts charges against Onyendu was removed, remained 7. Now they move forward to appeal court. When they move forward to appeal court, they're starting. Ezekome was leading, and there was a very vital weapon that we, they don't want to use just because it's coming from Barrister Aloy Ejimako, the Wise Counsel, discharged and acquitted. Extraordinary rendition. Remember from day one, the Wise Counsel Aloy Ejimako said that Nigeria government is going nowhere because of the manner and way they brought Onyendu in the country. Extraordinary rendition. And when the Wise Counsel Aloy Ejimako presented this, Ifeanyi Ejiofor did not accept. Ifeanyi Ejiofor said no. So he will not accept it. This issue was taken. The call meeting at a point. Onyendu was involved. Onyendu said no. He had to use these tools. He had to use this weapon from the Wise Counsel by Aloy Ejimako. You have to use it. No? And guess what? That was the tools Ezekome now added in his arsenal. And that was what gave us victory in appeal court. I don't want to talk about Umuahia High Court, that the Wise Counsel Aloy Ejimako won 100%. And they said to Nigeria government, take him back to Kenya and pay him millions of money. Now, this extraordinary rendition he said here, the man that bring it out, that introduce it, that put it in our defense, in our tools, was the Wise Counsel by Aloy Ejimako that they are attacking today. Now they use this thing to appeal court. Believe me, appeal court came out and say, because of the way and manner Onyendu was brought in Nigeria, no court in Nigeria can try Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. Who brought that tools was Barrister Aloy Ejimako, the Wise Counsel. They are attacking today. Okay, the case was won. Everybody was happy. Everybody was happy. We are waiting for Onyendu to come out, to release. Nigerian government, Onyendu did not come out. Onyendu still in DSS. Now, as a lawyer that won case, and your client, they know that this is your client, what are you supposed to do? You're supposed to file a lot of arsenal, a lot of petition against Nigeria state to release your client. For past 8 days, these men, they keep mute. They did not do anything. That was when Nigeria government got them. That was when Nigeria government got them. Almighty Ezekome keep mute for 8 days, did not do anything about Onyendu's case. Ejiofor keep mute, did not do anything about Onyendu's case. After 8 days, guess what happened? Nigeria government now introduced stay execution. Stay execution have no how will I say have no weight in Nigeria constitution. The last time they used stay execution, court destroy it. Say no, this is not law. Then how will Ezekome allow stay execution in the case he won in appeal court? Why? Now, when they went to court on that stay execution, guess what? Ejiofor become a tool to Nigeria government, giving green light for court to use to give Nigeria the state execution. Ejiofor became a tools. The evidence is there. And what tools did Ejiofor become? Ejiofor become a tools and going to taking out F. Davis on the same case is handling, and based on hearsay. This is what the result is there, the judgment is there. Why can't you people go? If you don't have the judgment, I will send the document to you. The judgment. The court say no, we cannot depend on hearsay. And the affidavits you took on your own case, it was against the ethics of the law, of the court too. The court now use Ejiofor. It's not a mistake because you know what he did. Now use the activities of Ejiofor by that affidavit to give Nigeria government the state execution. Now, on that state execution, do you know Ejiofor did not appear in court? Ejiofor was not in court. Ejiofor was not in court. Ezekome traveled to America. A whole our leader case. He won the case. And Nigeria government apply another file, state execution. You are not there to defend it. To defend it totally, 100%. Ejiofor moved to East. Ezekome moved to America. Now they leave the case in the hands of one of the lawyers. I want you guys to see the lawyer now. Let me play it now. Those on TikTok, I'm sorry, you guys cannot see the video. But if you want to see the video, come on YouTube or Facebook. Now, okay, before I play the law, what happened in the court on the state execution, let's listen to Mazi Takano, what Ejiofor did. Let's listen to him.
Everybody now is hearing from the horse's mouth.
Okay, let's listen.
Now, Maz, now I want you to clarify this appeal court and a federal high court where we are. What transpired in appeal court to federal high court, please.
The issue of appeal court is very, very disappointing for obvious reasons. The people that are supposed to give Onyendu the best defense, protection, ended up messing up his case. In quote, I can say that they betrayed Onyendu. But I have to summarize this in two ways, two sentences. Why the stay? Because I heard many people talking about Onyendu will not stand trial, Onyendu will not stand trial, yes. But this is something that ought to have happened earlier. And why they are saying these things? Because they never understood what happened. And they never read the ruling of the appeal court, which I posted in my wall. And you know, sometimes they're reluctant. They want people to explain everything.
Who is reporting on TikTok? This TikTok, I told these guys, no, TikTok is Eban Abbasere. I did not even showing the video on TikTok. Now, they are reporting the account on TikTok. It said discretion for what? We don't care. It cannot stop us. TikTok, it cannot stop us. Just the same way Facebook cannot stop us. We must preach this message. And people must get the truth. So we don't care whatever TikTok is doing. TikTok, we don't care. If you like, put the video down, we don't care. But the message must get to the people. We are freedom fighter. We are not Indian children at TikTok. We are not Indian children at TikTok. So we don't care about the legislation on TikTok. You can go to hell if you care. We don't care. Now let's continue on Facebook and YouTube, also on S handle.
To them before they can understand. What I have to say is this. One, that barrister, I will say that Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor was a witness to the same case he was defending. This is the reasons for the state of execution.
Okay.
That he was a witness to the same case he is defending. And the appeal court found that Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor affidavit is contradictory, laden with hearsay, and did not pass the legitimacy and credibility of law. Quote, that was why they stayed the execution. So this is for those who do not know what happened, and for those who don't want to read and who don't want to understand.
Yeah. Mazicho, you're welcome to TikTok. Please power tap. We don't care what TikTok is doing, but we must preach the gospel. You know, we don't care. We're not looking for money on TikTok, on Blue app. You know, so power tap. And if you want to say something, Mazichi, please let me know. Then I can stop. You're welcome to the program on TikTok. You're welcome. And also my fans on TikTok, please go and follow Mazi Ichie Ezoku, and he will follow you back. Please, on TikTok, please. They won't. Let's continue.
Because people are telling them what to believe, people are telling them what to do, and they swallowed it. Who can think it? That is why we are where we are today. Because they refuse to understand what happened, because they could not read the judgment. But I'm glad Onyendu have sacked them. And
now let's repeat it again. I want to get to.
It is good that everybody now is hearing from the horse's mouth.
Let's repeat
now,
it again.
Now, I want you to clarify this appeal court and a federal high court where we are. What transpired in appeal court to federal high court, please.
The issue of appeal court is very, very disappointing for obvious reasons. The people that are supposed to give Onyendu the best defense, protection, ended up messing up his case. In quote, I can say that they betrayed Onyendu. But I have to summarize this in two ways, two sentences. Why the stay? Because I heard many people talking about Onyendu will not stand trial, Onyendu will not stand trial, yes. But this is something that ought to have happened earlier. And why they are saying these things? Because they never understood what happened. And they never read the ruling of the appeal court, which I posted in my wall.
Nze, one mother, I understood that you are against Onyendu's family and our lawyer, Adamma, your wife's counsel. You know, Nze say, go and release MK. Onyendu is coming out. But Nze, be a man, just come up. I have come across your message on TikTok. So be a man and come up now. Tell me that thing Onyendu's family did. Tell me that thing Aloy Adamma did with facts. I'm on TikTok. Come up. Don't be a coward. I'm not going to take you. Come up. Let's tell ourselves the truth. Come up. If we're a man enough. Now let's continue.
And you know, sometimes they're reluctant. They want people to explain everything to them before they can understand. What I have to say is this. One, that barrister, I will say that Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor was a witness to the same case he was defending. This is the
How is
reasons
that possible?
for the stay of execution,
Okay.
that he was a witness to the same case he is defending. And the appeal court found that Barrister Stephen Ejiofor affidavit is contradictory, laden with hearsay, and did not pass the legitimacy and credibility of law. Quote, that was why they stayed the execution. So this is for those who do not know what happened, and for those who don't want to read and who don't want to understand, because people are telling them what to believe, people are telling them what to do, and they swallowed it. Who can think it? That is why we are where we are today, because they refuse to understand what happened, because they could not read the judgment. But I'm glad Onyendi have sacked them.
So, upon Afuge, I hope you guys listen. I hope you guys listen from Mas Kanu Takano. The reasons, the same thing I just said. He has said. He took Av Davis. And remember, the judgment is there. If you go on Biafra Radio, it's there. You go on Mas Kanu Takano profile, is there. On my profile is there. We posted it. And if you want to see it, tell us. We'll send it to you. Take it to your lawyer or read it by yourself. You first say all those things. Say he was coming from Akule, Abi from Yoruba land. He's going to call him and say, go and do that. No, that was the reason. Now, let's present the video on that very court day. The people that are in court. You will find that Ejiofor was not there. Ezekuma was not there too. Hold on. Okay. Let me check physics.
The leader of the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, has now approached the Supreme Court to set aside the ruling of the Court of Appeal, saying they stay in the execution of the court's judgment.
No, not this. Not this. We are coming to this. Not this. Okay. Let's check.
Hello and welcome to TVC News this hour. We begin with court matters. The Court of Appeal, Abuja Division, has upheld the federal government's application for stay of execution of the October 13th judgment, which sets leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, free. The presiding judge, Justice Haruna Samani, also ordered that the results of the ruling be forwarded to the Supreme Court within 7 days for expeditious hearing. With his judgment, Kanu is expected to remain in the custody of...
Now, Biafrans, look at the lawyers that present Onyendu on that state execution. This man you see was the man that lead the team. Is a northerner, you know. It's a northerner. Ezekuma fly all the way to US. Ejiofor went to East. They now leave Onyendu's case Onyendu's case, a whole that powerful case in hands of these three lawyers. Now, you guys will listen to what the lawyer said. Oh yeah,
The Department of State Services pending the hearing of the matter by the Supreme Court. The Court of Appeal had on October the 13th discharged Kanu, who is being prosecuted by the at the Federal High Court by the federal government for charges bordering on treasonable felony and terrorism. A three-man panel of the Court of Appeal said the Federal High Court lacks the jurisdiction to try him in view of his abduction and extraordinary rendition to Nigeria in flagrant violation of the OAU Convention and Protocol on Extradition.
So they, in their wisdom, granted that application for stay, that is, the order to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been stayed by the same court. In terms of strategy and next line of action, having just delivered this ruling, is that we will consult with the Chief Counsel, Lead Counsel, Chief Michael Zekome, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, and he will give us necessary instructions as to what to do moving forward.
These are the three lawyers. Three lawyers. 2 men and a lady. You know, the lawyer was to say they have to wait for a second to give them instruction what to do. What to do. Now, on that very day, Ezekome was not in court. Ezekome was not in court. On that very day, Ezekome was not in court. Ezekome flew to US. Ifeanyi Ejiofor moved to East. Now, tell me, if this man did not compromise, why must them not to be in court? A whole case, like Onyendu's case they won, and federal government file application of state execution, and they all left it and now move out. Ezekome was in America, Ejiofor was in the East, and they now left it in these hands of these three lawyers. Let's repeat it again. I hope Adamma, Isaiah Ubah, I hope you are listening. Oh, now, let's listen. Oh yeah, let's go again.
Hello and welcome to TVC News this hour. We begin with court matters. The Court of Appeal, Abuja Division, has upheld the federal government's application for stay of execution of the October 13th judgment, which sets leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, free. The presiding judge, Justice Haruna Samani, also ordered that the results of the ruling be forwarded to the Supreme Court within 7 days for expeditious hearing. With this judgment, Kanu is expected to remain in the custody of the Department of State Services pending the hearing of the matter by the Supreme Court. The Court of Appeal had on October the 13th discharged Kanu, who is being prosecuted by the at the Federal High Court by the federal government for charges bordering on treasonable felony and terrorism. A three-man panel of the Court of Appeal said the Federal High Court lacks the jurisdiction to try him in view of his abduction and extraordinary rendition to Nigeria in flagrant violation of the OAU Convention and Protocol on Extradition.
So they, in their wisdom, granted that application for stay, that is, the order to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been stayed by the same court.
Okay.
In terms of strategy and next line of action, having just delivered this ruling, is that we will consult with the Chief Counsel, Lead Counsel, Chief Michael Zekome, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, and he will give us necessary instructions as to what to do moving forward.
Okay. Now, this is the part of state execution. that these lawyers were not in court. Ezekome and Ejiofor. Now, they are carrying this propaganda that the Vice Chancellor Ejimako now took them to lower courts, high courts. They want to stand on a discharge and acquitted on appeal court. Now, let's see who took Onyendu case to Supreme Court. Let's see. Onye, because appeal court is not the highest court in the land. We have the apex court that are called Supreme Court. That is the highest court. Now, Onye take right to Supreme Court. How much the lawyers take right to Supreme Court after the appeal court winning? Let's know the lawyers that took us to Supreme Court. They won. If all those lies, they are not coming up on TikTok. Come up on TikTok. Come up. What are your facts? I'm also happy that Mazi is here, a regional coordinator. Mazi, do you want to say anything before I continue? Unmute yourself if you want to say something, Mazi. Let me continue. Mazi, you're not coming up. Okay. Wait. Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and continue. I will join you.
Okay. Ndewo. Okay. Now, here we go.
The leader of the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, has now approached the Supreme Court to set aside the ruling of the Court of Appeal, saying the stay in the execution of the court's judgment discharging him. Lead lawyers to Nnamdi Kanu, Ifeanyi Ejiofor, in a statement said it became necessary to approach the apex court after a thorough review of the said ruling by the defense team led by senior.
Do you guys hear the name? The lawyers that approached the Supreme Court. Una know the name now. Here, I have known the truth. If all those lies, all those propaganda, I'll put for people like us, because we're at the beginning. We will tell you the truth. Actually, in our way we see a body aga. But if I know, I go get Zokuchineke. Una know the person take only to court to Supreme Court. Let me take it back again.
The leader of the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, has now approached the Supreme Court to set aside the ruling of the Court of Appeal, saying the stay in the execution of the court's judgment discharging him. Lead lawyers to Nnamdi Kanu, Ifeanyi Ejiofor, in a statement said it became necessary to approach the apex court after a thorough review of the said ruling by the defense team led by senior advocate of Nigeria, Michael Zekome.
Okay.
The human rights activist stated that the ruling has no foundation in law or facts and should be set aside by the Supreme Court. Mr. Ejiofor added that the team will follow up on the administrative process to ensure that both appeals are given accelerated hearing in line with the extant fast-track rules of the apex court. Recall that the Court of Appeal had upheld the federal government's application for stay of execution of the October 13 judgment, which set Mr. Kanu free. Nnamdi Kanu is being prosecuted by the federal government at the Federal High Court in Abuja for charges bordering on treasonable felony and terrorism.
Ejiofor is telling us then that ruling in appeal court about state execution have no place in law. And that's why you move to Supreme Court, to Apex Court. Ejiofor is telling us this. He's saying this on behalf of Ezekome, the lead counsel. Now, let's repeat it again. Because Agbamun, if Ezoku, I hear Jesu when now no need. Although one you see punk. One you see punk is now after the appeal court. One no nyendu and the vice counsel Alo Ejimako, Apollo is not to federal high court. One you see punk neck and Lord neck Chimese, you no lawyer take like to Supreme Court now. You know the name, need take like to Supreme Court. We'll go to Supreme Court too. We'll get a video from Supreme Court. Gonna know something. Now, let's repeat it again.
The leader of the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, has now approached the Supreme Court to set aside the ruling of the Court of Appeal, saying the stay in the execution of the court's judgment discharging him. Lead lawyers to Nnamdi Kanu, Ifeanyi Ejiofor, in a statement said it became necessary to approach the apex court after a thorough...
Ifeanyi Ejiofor said that it became necessary to approach the apex court, that is Supreme Court. Ifeanyi Ejiofor said it became necessary that we must approach the Supreme Court because the state execution have no place in law, according to Ifeanyi Ejiofor and Ezekome. Oh yeah? Listen to it again.
Approach the apex court after a thorough review of the said ruling by the defense team led by Senior Advocate of Nigeria, Michael Zekome. The human rights activist stated that the ruling has no foundation in law or facts and should be set aside by the Supreme Court. Mr. Ejiofor added that the team will follow up on the administrative process to ensure that both appeals are given accelerated hearing in line with the extant fast-track rules of the apex court. Recall that the Court of Appeal had upheld the federal government's application for stay of execution of the October 13 judgment, which set Mr. Kanu free. Nnamdi Kanu is being prosecuted by the federal government at the Federal High Court in Abuja for charges bordering on treasonable felony and terrorism.
Now, are you going to clear now? Have we established that the people that took us to apex court, that appeal court, is Ezekome and Ifeanyi Ejiofor, not the Vice Counsel Alo Ejimako? Now, let's get the video when they went to appeal court. Let's listen what happened there. Let's listen. One Ishi Punk. Lolo Neka Chimezie. I hope you are listening now. Oyego na TikTok. Oyego. Ibibi akpalego na TikTok. Hold on. Here we go. Oh yeah. Oh my Now, this video I'm presenting now is the video what happened in appeal court. You will see San Ezekome, Ifeanyi Ejiofor, and Chief Kanu Agabi. You will see them there. Oh yeah, let's watch.
We had hoped that it would come our way, but it has gone the other way. It simply means that we have to go back to the High Court and get done with this quickly. We still have hope. We are not in despair.
By the grace of God,
yes. So
victory is assured.
Yes, we will. We will lose a little time. We still have to go back. That's all it means. But I'm very consoled by what the Supreme Court said, that he ought not to have been treated the way he was treated. His bail ought not to have been revoked. His home ought to have been invaded. All that is a consolation to us. So we have hope. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
You are an accused person, once you are a defendant, and no matter what excuse you want to bring to hide under,
Exactly, sir.
impaired on the right, is fundamental right.
High Court all the way to the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court.
Oh yeah, let's listen again.
We had hoped that it would come our way, but it has gone the other way. It simply means that we have to go back to the High Court.
Now, this is the video. The man speaking is Chief Kanu Agabi. Look at Ezekiel by the side. Ezekiel say, yes, by the grace of God, we'll win the case. When I follow, do you see the White Council there, Aloy Jumako? And I'm a Junu. All those blackmail. Umokoko Junu na TikTok. TikTok umokoko. Just about an account. A lot of them were more than 20 accounts. Oh, you see that turn your camera, they cannot turn on their camera. So now I'm asking them, if you say that Nisi Bakogono, the things in IPOB, later I don't know how, but I'm happy that now a regional coordinator is there now. He will say it the way it is. All those people doing our TikTok now, bingos. Come up now. Come up and challenge what I'm doing. Look at the evidence. Now, this case, who took us to Supreme Court now? Is it Aloy Jumako? The answer is no. They will tell you, we stand on the appeal court. Appeal court judgment will stand. Then who took us to Supreme Court? Look at it there. Look at Ezekiel. Major, look at them here. Now, let's continue.
Get done with this quickly. We still have hope. We are not in despair.
By the grace of God,
yes. So
victory is assured.
Yes, we will.
By the end of the day, victory is assured. Who say it? Ezekiel. Do you guys see Aloy Jumako here in the Supreme Court? And the worst part of it is that all those people are all those things in TikTok. They cannot even say, okay, let me go and make a research. Let me go and make a research and find if this is true or not. But look at the evidence now. Who took us to Supreme Court? Ezekiel. Ifeanyi Ejiofor. Aloy Jumako was not there. And even Chief Kanu Agabi, as he said, yeah, we must go to to High Court. And remember, let's make it so clear. Aloy Jumako, when they went to the High Court, Aloy Jumako was standing that Onyendu cannot stand trial. The record is there. Aloy Jumako said that Onyendu cannot stand trial. The record is there. Because there is a video, there was a video where Allah will say, yeah, we give other lawyers chance because in Maznankan legal team, there are so many lawyers, sons. Allah will say, we give other people chance, but we remain that we may also maintain that Onyendu will not stand trial. Then guess what? Let me tell you guys how we go, how Onyendu trial continue in High Court. Then after the Supreme Court give direction that we must go to Supreme Court. We must go to High Court to continue the case that Onyendu's bail should have not invoked, and they condemned the invasion of his house and how he was kidnapped in Kenya. Supreme Court condemned all those things. Say, okay, we will have to go to High Court back. Allah maintained that we will never stand trial. Onyendu will never stand trial. Now, this team of lawyers, the sons, all of them now sit together. Say, okay, what is this case that they said Onyendu committed? What is this terrorism? Let's see the facts. They sit in a round table and they present the case from different directions. And they arrive. There's no case for Onyendu now. There's no case. With all the evidence from DSS, there's no case. Let's open up the case. And that was Chief Kana Agabi lead the team of lawyers to start the trial. At the end, after the DSS present the evidence, and we saw that there's no evidence. The only evidence we saw there was Onyendu's phone charger, pair of sander, and perfume. And that's when they say there's no case. That one, Chief Kano Agabi, said there's no case. They now put in no case submission. Because there's no case, no evidence of terrorism, nothing. Then at the end, federal government, we know what they wanted. Obomosho, show me the law, say the trial must continue. And that was when it is done with the lawyers, with the son, that federal government want to do what is in their mind because there's no case. And that was when Onyendu say, okay, let me face them because there is things I will say the lawyers will not say. Get on to Ofuma. That was Onyendu say, yeah, let me face them head on. But there is certain things I will say the lawyers, the son will not say. Because at the end of the day, who give the lawyers, the son, permission to work as a son or as a lawyer? Federal government. Who give them the constitutional right to operate as a son, to operate as a lawyer? Federal government. You have to say, okay, we'll take it up. And go and look back history of human rights, freedom fighters. At some point, all of them defend themselves in the court because they know that when it got to the stage, they have to face the state head on. Onyendu took the boom by the horn. Now let me also do you guys know that even all those lawyers, MK lawyers, some of them, Nigeria government petitioned them to Nigeria Bar Association to withdraw their license. The case is still on today. The case is still on. Now, that was when Onyendu took charge. Where born Nigeria Kokwa. Born Nigeria Kokwa. Sie Nigeria Otimbodombo. Scattered the remaining leg of table leg. Everyone now knew that Onyendu committed no crime. But this Umo Koko, ndị achịkọta ekwu ọnụ, ndị otu Chinasa Nwankịta, Chika Paul Edoziem, amamagwu na eziokwu. Go and check my video in 2022. What I told Chika Paul Edoziem, unite us together. If not, your end will be so shameful. What is happening today? Today we have a very wonderful news from one of our lawyer, Barrister Nemeke Ejiofor, that only the Mazin can have established 100 men that will take control of activities of IPOB family. Oga na-ekwu. Onye ndu oga. Onye ndị na-ekwu oga na-ekwu ebe nwa boyi eme gịnị? Who is Chika Paul Edoziem? Onye ka ọ bụ? Chika Paul Edoziem is just a national coordinator in Switzerland. He was not there. He was. Yes, of course, he contributed. But guess what? They have got him. And remember, there is a video clip we have. It's on public domain, where Chinas and Wankita told us that Chika Paul doesn't wanted to resign. They said to him no. But Chika Paul knew that he have overstepped his bound. That's Edufugia Uzo. No, this Adamma is Yoruba na Akinyo. Tell us now, who took us to Supreme Court? Is it Aloy Ejimako? Is it not the same Ifeanyi Ejiofor? Is it not the same Ezekome? Now let's go back to Adamma. Adamma is Yoruba. I don't have much time, because I am with things I about you also very soon. So
of directorates, and they command the Onyendu. They don't want Onyendu to do your own lord. Onyendu now, you will see the discussing game. No, oh my social media. As soon as Onyendu accept that thing, so the come up on social media say that in Ubah, no, the whole case of Onyendu, they have to now start all over again. Now got start is afresh.
Okay.
Okay. How did we get here? How can somebody say na wonyo kikpege put say that na the schedule acquitted everything they nwetara Onyendu na ga no gala na ga ebize n'isi now? See, that means I ga kpegarizi ikpe, and then they are kikpe.
Una for lie. Do you see how they said this propaganda? Do you see how they blackmail people? This guy speaking is high principal officer in IPOB family, deputy European rep. We came out on Blue App to lie, to deceive his disciples, to deceive the people that are under him, to deceive IPOB, a whole deputy European rep. If deputy European rep can come out and blackmail people, lie against people, set propaganda, how about umu bingos, umu chihuahua juru na TikTok, umu chihuahua juru na TikTok na akụ inyo. Ndị okwu asị ka anwa bụ. Like us, we tell you guys the truth. Ndị okwu asị. But if you come to people like us, I go with the truth. I present the evidence, everything to you. Let's continue listening.
Ndị a ga-ekpe ka ikpe lara ha now, and I chụpụla ndị nwetara this thing. That means Onyendu have accepted that na ikpe ka ekpere before na ekpeta here. That is the that he na no kwego that no woge. So na ga-ebidezi n'isi. Ka enyezie ya gịnị kwana? Ka ha ga-enye o decide na kwute de nyere ya. Ka nya nwa reverse now. Ko nwere ihe ọzọ a ga-enye. Unu gwam the word. Since echi na decide na kwute ndị emebi obe. Gịnị kata bi ekwezi si na aka hachi back to the appeal court. Ka appeal court nyewu the same appeal court onyere decide na kwute. Or ka ha nyeze gịnị, what else ka ha ga-enye gị? Are you getting my point? This is the question I'm not doing on social media at that time. See, this appeal court na alahachiri now. From discharge and acquitted back to appeal court. Okay, Onyendu do what? Or who the same appeal court discharge and acquitted? Come on, or freedom. Discharge and acquitted or sign it.
Adamma Yoruba, Why can't you ask Ezekome then? Ezekome agree that you are going to High Court. Why can't you ask this question to Ezekome? Why can't you? Because Ezekome just, betray Onyendo Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. Do you guys know it was the same 2022 Ezekome was given award, Order of the Niger, by federal government, by Buhari? I should put no reason. The same 2022 appeal court in this judgment to Onyendu, the same year can Nigeria government in award to Ezekome, Order of the Niger, by the same man that kidnapped Mazen Kanu from Kenya, Buhari. I want you guys to connect the dots. And also, Ejiofor, his own. They promised him something, but it's owned by the corner. They promised to make him son. But very soon we are funny now. His own, I promise they'll make him a son. Okay, look at Obomosho. You see how they promote Obomosho so fast to appeal court judge. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is political. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu case is against the state, against Nigeria government. And that is why all those things is happening. Most of them that fall by the low side, do you know the kind of pleasure they have? But it could have been more better if they keep mute and just lie down. But the problem is that they don't keep mute. They want to tell us they are right for what they did. That is the problem. Remember what Onyendu said? A lot of people will fell by the low side. Just like today, these people, they are gone. When I told them Onyendu have moved on, all those cabals in IPOB, all those the gangster in IPOB, when I told them Onyendu have moved on, they can't see. But it's obvious. Very soon, bad Ejiofor, the news on your tata. Let them do their worst. They can't do anything. Only I am. Only work you map allies. Instead of making only onion in Taa never apụọ. Ọ Maazị Nnamdi Kanu nwe ọnọdụ. Ọ ga ka ọ bụ. Let's continue.
Explanation. Ndị mmadụ abịa kpọwa m ndị si ha na ha gara turumbu na ha gụrụ ke ha gụrụ ke ụmụ unu na like ndị na-eturu unu ọnụ because anyị adịghị etu ọnụ. Anya ha na-egosi ha iwu ihe awụ ụmụaka ka na-asa ahụ ka anụ na primary school mgbe anyị gawuru anyị mewere njem. Ha pụtara bịa gụ na ụmụ discharge na acquitted. Ụmụ na ha emeghe the onye ọkaikpe attack. Ụmụ discharge na acquitted. All of you started hating Maazị Ubah, started attacking me for no reason. Nasi, even though Nanya agụghị law, but this is common sense. How can somebody who is discharged and acquitted is going back to acquit? Although Coach Agazi, he chose or what we know work he chose that he should have it only in Agasina they should know what happen. I don't know, I couldn't explain the whole thing. They turn our people here, all of you, they turn majority of you against Maazị Ubah. And
for you to see how evil this man is, he was talking about the appeal court, discharged and acquitted. Why can't he talk about the state execution before the apex court? Why can't he talk about it? Those that are listening to him, what happened? How come about the state execution? About it? But if people are listening to him, and I call aka bingos, and I share the program due to no choleba na asi uncholeba na agba egusi. This man is nwe ekwensu. Bia ba kan chile uta akwa ụkwa utezokwu Chineke. Ndewonu. Let's continue.
Kpọwazie m ụmụ discharge and acquitted. There's a hard copy hundreds screenshot or your GMA broadcast, GMA program. People are now who their father there. They who Azayoba that you have seen even the Biafran genocide. I am the one that found it here with that discovered it here. What happened? How many millions?
Shut up your mouth.
The very first time I heard such a thing in public. the video gra viral. Onwe ni YouTuber. Well, man as na man na enye ego na YouTube. Ntirie na YouTube that am mgbe aka m gara ebideriwe ihe ana. But a man will make posts na Facebook. Ndị mmadụ YouTubers aga ebuo the thing. Ji ekpe ego onwe ebe no no. That is discovery IPOB Island. I made him as himself, Master IPOB Island discovery. Because I want a personal praise him, personal appraisal. They don't need it. Honesty, truth and honesty. Also, she blew to Yana. Every time I say we have filed, I then say this was a other court. In India don't care the well-being of Onyendu. They don't care anything. They are just there trying to how am I at the picture? Mama, in a lady hotel, Abia court, in a lady hotel, the hotel not transparent court. It's like anyone on why the body language of Onyendu, they concern his way, the way of reaction here. But these people are coming only say picture. You cannot see them debating, you cannot see them arguing, you cannot see them questioning the judge. What is it? Unless this law hold this.
Adamma is Ubah, you're a liar. You're a liar. You remember that was, is it last year? That was last year. On your program, I called on your program. And I told you that some member of the OS have disobeyed Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, have committed insubordination. He tell me how. He said how. I remember my program then. I also have the video. I told you about the seat at home. I told you about the seat at home. At the end of the day, the heat was too hot on you. What did you do? He called the phone. And somebody called in and told you this man is that the next minute you will see yourself on the space doing program with it. And that is what I did. So long say nobody want to debate with you. Now I want to debate with you. Come up. Come up. Or just impose me. Without all that your evidence. Let's tell the Biafrans the truth. Without your own too. Just take a date, any place. And let me also tell you guys, because of you guys have opportunity, it's just an opportunity to work with our leaders. It didn't mean that you guys are better than people that are better than other people. You guys have opportunity to work with Onyendu Mazin and Kano. Didn't mean that you guys are the most brilliant people. It's just an opportunist. You guys was then. But guess what? Soldier go, soldier come. Nkunu emegine agugo. Palungungunu. Nali ya Azayoba Adamma. Adamma. Tucholungungbogu. Nali. And let me also advise you here. It will be better for you when we became official that you guys own is finished. It's better for you to just go. Just go. Don't talk. Because if you want to talk, one day, I you see what Elijah wanted to do then. How did Elijah end? So it's better for you. Just go. When it became official that Onyendu has put you guys in dustbin, just go. Oh yeah, let's continue. But very soon we are going now.
Something me argue na court. While Barisi Fanye Jofo make you can see what transpired inside court. Their argument. And where they were, where they are, how they quash one count, how they quash the two count, they left with the court, or the lawyer court, the quash the fourth and fifth charges. Ndike they didn't quash anything. Nothing what we didn't nothing. We have fired. And I queen and I say picture such a halaw. Nana Una amaghị na ọwụ mgbe the government patara ndị ime na-use ha to play you, to downplay you. The more ụbọchị unu na-aga, the more moral unu na the weak.
Adamma is Ayoba. Adamma Kebo. Adamma. This is not 2021. This is 2026. You guys' cup is full. You guys, only does move on. All those lies, propaganda. Yeah, it could try your end then because we have debunked you with facts, with Ezoku Chineke. First of all, it was when Aloy took over then that Biafra started hearing from Awuri the Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. Because Ezekiel and Ifeanyi Ejiofor want to make us to believe that Onyendu is not Onyendu we knew. It's not our leader we knew before. But it was when Aloy Ejimako, the wise council, took over, Aloy have to bring media to Onyendu Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. We start hearing Onyendu's voice. And that's when a lot of things, people are saying, and which you yourself, you say it by your mouth. That before. You could have one of your program. You say it, Adamma Zayoba. Who made it possible? It was Aloy Ejimako. We started listening what is going on inside court. Who make it possible? Aloy Ejimako and our leader's family. We have some of the videos. What happened inside court? During the time of Ifeanyi Ejiofor, when more about it. Nonsense, Adamma. Nonsense.
For months until they reached the stage. What happened? See, several times may post way. Out of anger and provocation, on social media. See, when he hand no onion do akopale anka na ndị a memila kwala onye ndu na onye ọbụla ti ikwu ọnụ na aka agba wande aka ha sị o Chinasa nwere okwu pele ọnụ ya na-eweta ya egbo ha kwuru eweta egbo ha kwuwe ndị gị otu hụ na ndị nyetụwa ha ego data ma kenụ na
This is kind of language they will be using to deceive you gullible followers. What kind of language are they use, but not for people like us? Because I am not there from the beginning. I am going there. The same thing as one kita in a quote now. The same man who that now. The Nigeria government, if they want to buy Mazin and they will buy Mazin and they can. We can only protest for 3 months and everybody will go. It's normal business. The same thing as one kita in a quote. This is what he said on Radio Biafra that every word is listening. That if Nigeria government want to buy Mazin and Kanu, they will buy Mazin and Kanu. Nothing will happen. Okwonyu na akpo GOC agụ na echemba. Chineke ya kpọ unu n'ọkụ. Chineke ya kpọ unu n'ọkụ. Agwa m unu kunu na-eme agwụgwọ. Your time is up. It's up. You guys should go and listen to Barrister Emeka message today. The message he brought out. Egu is set to go. Egu is set to go. Why punk? Igbo bụ Igbo. Nwanyi punk Igbo bụ Igbo. Lọrọ na kachi mezie. Oya. Egu is set to go. Chepụta iwe ije eme mmọnwụ anụ ọfịa.
Much. But I can say the majority of ndị ụmụaka nọ n'ụlọ nwere nsogbu n'ụlọ aka ya sochi ya. That olukwuo. Mgbe ndị mmadụ ga-ebido gbafuwe ihe o kwuru na ihe ebe ọ dị involve, ọ unu ga-amara ọnọdụ ya na IPOB. Chronic hapụ ka hapụ ikwu ego dị. You know? Now, these things are na-eme. A na-akpọ ya ụra, na-akpọ ya ụra. Before na amara ihe na-eme. From the charge and acquitted back to court. After the DOS, the leadership and her legal team fight everything to get everything they needed for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be safe. To avoid this illegal sentencing of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The leadership. Akuno dua here, the leadership umre. Akuno dua, ele hem achieve. Akwa ha agwa that they disobeyed. Everything, every action the leadership will take is in the interest of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the organization, not for their personal interests. Not for the personal interest.
Now, I want those that are listening to me, those that are listening to this program from yesterday up to now. Did this guy say one single achievement from them? The answer is no. But let me tell you what they achieve. Let me tell you what they achieve. Maybe two things they achieved so far. They disobeyed Onyendu Mazin and Kan instruction. They disobeyed his instruction. Every of his instruction since 2021, they disobeyed it. They were able to change IPOB account in Europe. All the countries in Europe, they are able to change the account apart from Germany. Germany stood strong. They were able to change all the accounts in Asia. They were able to change all the other accounts in South America. But some South America are coming back now. They were able to change some of our accounts in America. But so all those places they capture, they are losing it now. Some parts of America stood against them and defeated them 100%. Now, this what they're able to achieve from 2021 to 2026. This thing I just mentioned is what they are able to achieve. When Onyendu said that he cannot destroy IPOB, he can't. Let me find it if I can play it, then we'll call it a day. Let's see if we have it. Hold on. Yeah, okay. I want you guys to listen.
There is one thing I want all of us to understand this very evening.
Yeah.
We are facing a very formidable array of enemies, both external and within. And we are going to overcome each and every one of these obstacles.
Yeah.
That I can assure you. That they may know that the God we worship is an invisible God, not a God that was wrought by the hands of men.
Yeah.
For we do not worship idol, and we can never ever worship idol. Is impossible. This very family, this IPOB, belongs to the Most High. And that is how it's going to be until Biafra comes and beyond to eternity. This evening, I want to place it on record that our enemies are intensifying their attack against us from every corner. I am not saying this as lamentation or complaint. I am only trying to prepare our people for what is to come. You are being prepared for what is to come. The time has come to separate the chaff from the wheat itself. Our march is very, very near. The enemies are trembling, they are quaking, they are doing all they can to try to stop us. But they have failed very woefully, and they will continue to fail. But I want to tell you that we are getting attacks from everywhere all over the world. And very soon, they will buy over some of you. Some of you, they will buy some of you over. The spirit of Ubah, Biasika, and Ifajuna are still in some of you. When the time comes, they will buy you over. I am not doing this program tonight to ask all of you to be strong. I am doing it to remind you, not that if they succeed in buying you over, you're not going to stop what we're doing. You can't. Not in you cannot. Not in 1 trillion years. But I need you to appreciate one very simple fact. That at the end of this very race, everybody will testify that indeed Chukwuokike Abiama, the same God of Israel, of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the same God of Ehiri in Aguleri, the same God of Umweri, the same God of Ora Eri, the same God of Owe Eri, the same God of Arochukwu. Not if you know about the true God, one true God. You will know that indeed, not only is he omnipotent, that same God is the owner of this very agitation. No human being can stop it.
At all.
We have enemies.
Yeah.
And we need to be very, very careful.
Yeah.
Both within and without. Very, very careful. The next 2 weeks will be very pivotal. Next 2 weeks will be very, very important in the life, or should I say, in this very mission that we have embarked upon.
Yeah.
The devil will do everything. And you are going to watch spectacularly how we are going to destroy and shame the enemy. That at the end, every glory and adoration will belong to God and not to man.
Yeah.
Now let us go and tell you what is happening that some of you do not understand. I want those of you who are hardcore, those who were chosen before you were born. There were some people who were chosen before they were born to agitate for Biafra restoration.
Yeah.
This is a message for you. Those who from their mother's womb they were born to do this very work.
Yeah.
You must be very, very strong. Because Biafra will open the eyes of black people all over the world. Because Biafra will mean that blacks from America, blacks from the Caribbean, from Southern America, they will all flood into Africa. It will be like the time that Yeshua was born. Biafra is like a light, a beacon. They will follow it. They will say, let us go and see what is happening there. That is what these neo-colonialists do not want. They don't want Biafra to come. I am telling our people so they understand. The mountains, I didn't say one mountain, the mountains in front of us that we need to overcome. And for us to overcome it, we need to be very strong mentally, mental strength. Just like when you're doing anything in life, and it appears as if you are being buffeted from everywhere. That is the time that you no longer rely on willpower or your muscles. You go to your brain to endure and to persevere and to keep going until you overcome. That is the stage we are in right now. To make sure that our brain is in gear to confront everything the Janjaweed has to throw at us. We don't have money. Their budget is over $20 billion to fight us. They can bribe Facebook. They can buy them off. They can do anything they like. They can come to some of you and bribe you off. They can promise you what you've never had before. They can give you maybe a house in Dubai. They can promise you a vehicle. They can tell you, oh, we'll make you vice president. They can promise you anything.
Yeah.
To make sure that you're like them. But this very IPOB, this very hardcore is not going to move. And I will tell you why we can't move.
This message is from our leader Mazin Nan. 2 weeks. 2 weeks before its rendition. 2 weeks. But before we continue, let's welcome our state coordinator, Mazi Christ. Mazi Christ, you are welcome to the program. You are welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome to the program. This is 2 weeks. 2 weeks before our leader was kidnapped in Kenya. You can see Onyendu touch everywhere. Also tell them those enemy within. He says it's not lamenting. But they should appreciate one thing. That at the end of this very race, they will appreciate that Chukwuokike Abiama is with this struggle. The same Onyendu passed message to the hardcore. Hardcores. Those that were called before they were born. Those hardcore from their mother's womb. Onyendu address it. Who told Chinas and Wankita like today that people like us will stand against them? with all their mighty media arsenal and defeat them with eziokwu Chineke, they will not believe. And I need to say that this struggle is in the hands of Chukwu Okike Abiama. It's spiritual. You cannot. So my people, on this note, ana m asụ na onye foto ka anyị afụ echi, ndụ ndụ nka nka, obele egbu anyị egbu onwe ya. Onye ya achụ anyị enwe ada n'ihi na ọchụ nwa ọkụ nwa ada nwa ọkụ nwa ọsọ. Ọdịda maazị Nnamdi Kanu ya dịka echi n'echi ya agwụ agwụ. Onye na-achụ maazị Nnamdi Kanu ya enwe ada. Onye maazị Nnamdi Kanu ya achụ ya enwekwa ada. I told Chika Paul Edozie in 2022-23, unite us. If you don't unite us, your end will be so shameful. Today is happening. But the Stanley Emeka Ejiofor have given us the message that only they have established 100 men. We will come to it on a separate program. So, but my people, tomorrow, join me tomorrow by 6:30 Biafra time. This program will be specific on Biafra child, Henry Michael Ukuchukwu. Is now begging, asking Onyendu to unite us. And I wear it's too late to cry when the head is off. So I can everybody. Kene nkwe kene nwanya. So na ya mara anya mma. Na ya dị ka echi. Echi ada agwụ agwụ. I can our head of finance, Madam Nene Anya. I can Elia. I can the Kanu's family. I can Elunu. I can the regional coordinator in America, Mazi Chiezuku, Mazi Nidanwolomo, the deputy, Mazi Christ. I can ego. I can the state coordinator, my Cosmos Dulu, a lot of them. I can Elunu. I can Obon Abraham, national coordinator, Germany. I can the Italian national coordinator, Mazogro. I can Elunu. I can in Biafra land. Biafrans IPOB in Biafra land, I can Elunu. That's in them. Oh, yeah, the lion am. That's in Bicon. Only for that I have which. And for these enemies within that only do have pushed aside. My advice to you guys, pack your load and just go. Just go. Just go and face another part of life. Another way. Pack your load and just go. Don't try to fight back. Because if you want to fight back, that will be your end. So pack your load and just go. Face another way of life, another things, or start your own. I'm soon. Oh, you're drying now. You are my memory. Boseke, Bosoye, Bosafo, Bosempo. Upon no nilu ka oke nwe ya na-ama. Nilu ka oke nwe na-ama. Onye fụrụ unu na-elute emele nwa ya. Emele nwa ya ya eme ya. Asị m ngwa ka ọ mara anyị mma. Ndewo.
Excuse me, thank you. Once again, you don't want to since you went no, I thought the man, you know, you're one way. Nothing but I'm the scat and I touch him with you go. If I got your van, it's here by time. It's here by poor. Up at 3 Bayaka. Negudi Kawan. Osibe Kusuzu. Go well on my water.